Steam-Powered Scoundrels, a Malifaux podcast, episode 83, Millennial Emo Night.
Also, might just be paying attention to it now.
Well, it's back on the previous setting now.
Okay, I think that's better.
Better or worse?
Okay.
Better or worse? That reminds me,
Oh,
I
God.
need to make an eye doctor appointment.
Better one or better two?
I've never
they're the
seen
same,
anything
my guy.
before in my life.
My eye doctor at least takes. They look the same to me.
Yeah. We have the same guy.
I
What am I
thought to
talking
answer
about?
like that.
No,
But, I've done that before. Never mind. What am I talking
I
about?
was gonna say that's weird, man.
Yeah. I hope my new eye doctor's as cool as my previous one. She was cool. And her name was Dr. Look.
That's pretty good.
I
Which,
mean, you can't be anything but an eye doctor with a name like Look.
I felt like I was in good hands. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I felt confident
Yeah,
that Dr. Look was going to take care of my eyes.
yeah. I think your two options are optometrist or like sight or light based superhero / villain,
Dr. Look.
Doctor Look.
which may also then be an optometrist as their day job.
The secret day job that no one will ever suspect them of.
Uh-huh.
Imagine being an actual medical doctor and a superhero.
Oh God,
Oh,
That
God.
sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
what would medical school have been like? Jesus.
I guess that's Doctor Strange, but he has magic shit going on.
Yeah.
Okay, but he got he became a medical doctor and then got his magic shit. So
And I think he kind of stopped the whole medical doctor thing. Kind of.
I think he does it whenever it's convenient
Convenient.
for the plot.
Yeah.
Oh yes, he is still a
he
surgeon,
does it when it's plot relevant.
right?
I thought
When
his
it's
whole
really
thing was
funny
it's
to
like
put him
his,
in a hospital.
Yeah, I thought his whole thing was like his hands weren't as steady anymore, so
Yeah.
he couldn't surgery.
Yeah, and then he learned magic and it fixed his hands.
Oh, that's perfect.
You see, when you go on a journey of self-discovery to East Asia,
Hmm.
Now I can just perform surgery with mind hands.
The hand gestures also doubled as physical therapy.
Ah, there it is.
I mean, that's possible.
Using the hoary hands of Hogarth.
Yep. Gotta love those hoary hands.
And
I hate
welcome
it.
Monica sent
Welcome
me another
back.
picture of her cat.
Yeah.
to Steam-Powered Scoundrels. That's an intro. It's cold open, too.
Are you getting secret cat pictures?
Yeah, I'm.
Fuck.
I get secret tuxedo cat pictures because Boots and Morgana are cousins apparently.
Oh,
I believe that.
Yeah, because they're secret tuxedo cousins that are both chunky. So I get special privileges.
I wanna
okay,
be on
that's
this-
fair.
I want to be on the secret tuxedo cat Discord. We got a tuxedo quail. Is that good enough?
Nice.
Probably.
I had,
probably.
I
That's
had
a
a
pretty high
tuxedo
class.
cat as a child,
There you go.
but his name's not okay in good company, his name's not okay in mixed company anymore.
Oh no.
That's what
My
happens
brother
when.
named him when he was 5.
Ah, always a
mhm.
good omen.
So it's more on your folks for allowing that to slide.
I mean, I guess. Probably. Yeah, they probably knew better, honestly.
Rating scale. How close to H.P. Lovecraft's cat are we talking?
Oh no.
Not that close, okay?
Okay, good. All right. Just wanted to check.
The N-word does not figure anywhere,
That's good. That's good.
I can put it in the chat.
but it is very questionable. Unless
Fair.
you're looking at it as a 5-year-old.
Yep.
As is often the case.
When you're
Right,
5,
okay.
it just makes sense, right? But as an
Yeah.
adult looking back, I'm like,
Yike.
somebody probably should have said no.
Heckin'
Yeah,
big yike, my dog.
maybe the adults in the room should have
Adulted.
maybe put a kibosh on that one.
Yeah,
Please.
maybe.
Hey, we had an event a week ago. Let's talk about that.
What?
Instead of childhood pets. I mean, we could also talk
Oh,
about
that's a
childhood
name.
pets at some point, but yeah. So this is our annual Good Things Happen recap. Yeah,
Yeah.
good
Sounds
things
like that.
happen. Good things happened
Good things happened at Good Things Happen.
in a new location.
did.
If you hadn't heard, because no one likes Des Moines.
If this is your
I mean,
first
to be
episode
fair,
of
do
Steam
we
Powered
like-
Scoundrels.
Do we like Des Moines? There you go.
There's good parts to it, but it's more of a case of okay. It's not, we like Des Moines. We don't like the state Des Moines in.
There it
Yes.
is.
That's better.
I was
That
like,
is also
you
more
do have
accurate.
a wicked cool Asian pizza place, and that should be in more places.
Well,
Uh-huh.
Des Moines itself and our county You know, a dot surrounded.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
As an Indiana
Like-
resident, I understand.
From the outside looking in, also, it's also not the best place to travel to.
Yeah.
One, there's not a lot to do, and
It's-
two, it's more expensive.
It is expensive to fly into Des Moines.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So, anyways, we decided to host it in St. Louis, or St. Louis to the
Woo!
locals,
Uh-huh.
Yep.
which I made sure to tell every single local it's pronounced St. Louis, and every single one of them was like, yeah, he knows.
We all knew that.
He's from around here.
That's
Um,
that's why all the signage doesn't have the dot after the ST.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, that's just a lot of extra ink. We don't need that.
I hate and love this podcast.
It's the best. We're a family. We don't even need to drive fast cars.
I could go for more heists, personally.
Yeah, realistically, I think we could pull a few more heists.
Okay,
At least
quick,
one.
quick recap for those of you that for some reason are starting with this is your first episode of Steam Power Scoundrels. First up, I'm sorry. This is going to be a little weird, not our normal format. We have a now annual charity tournament, charity event called Good Things Happen, which is a play on the old Malifaux tagline of Bad Things Happen, where we raise money for some children's cancer charities. And we have fun. We do a couple of different Malifaux-related events. One, play on the format of Cutthroat Kitchen. Have you ever seen that game show hosted by Elton Brown, where people just try to screw each other over in a fun way, playing games of Malifaux, and then a standard tournament, and then we play some Bonanza Brawl. If you haven't played Bonanza Brawl, come play Bonanza Brawl at Gen Con. It's a heck of a lot of fun. And we will be converting it to 4th edition once we solidify 4th edition's rules, which should be fairly soon, hopefully. But yeah, we hosted it in St. Louis, and we can just go for the entire weekend, I guess. We traveled down on Thursday, so
Some
we
of
have
us
a
later than others.
Yes. I got to, I took the whole day off on Thursday so I could go down with my kids because we decided that we'd make it a little bit of a vacation thing with the family. So we did
That's
some
good.
vacation-y stuff alongside the Malifaux stuff. And it was great. We don't get to do a whole lot of vacation-y things because we don't make a ton of money. So
We got that 2-kid money.
got that 2-kid money.
Yeah.
Yay. We were dumb enough not to have generational wealth. What fucking idiots we are.
Damn, bad choice.
it's so
Bad choices
stupid.
all around. A point of clarification. This was the 3rd year we've done this at this point.
Yeah.
Yep,
This
this
is
is year
number
3.
3. Nice.
3rd
Yeah.
annual Good Things Happen.
Good run.
Uh-huh.
And
Keep going strong.
Fully plan on doing it again next year. Probably again in St. Louis. This worked out, I think, a lot better. More people showed up, and spoilers, we raised more money this year, and it's been an increase every single year. So keep it up with the good thing.
It's like if you do things over and over, you get better at them, and
Yeah,
especially in cases like this,
also
more
helps.
people know about them and prepare.
Uh-huh.
And if you have multiple years of doing it successfully, people are more likely to donate.
Mm-hmm.
Bug bite on my elbow.
Oh, hate that for you.
Yeah, it's not great. Sorry, listeners. Now you have to know about my insect bites on my body.
I have one on my leg.
I
Commiserate.
have mercifully escaped most insect bites this year, which is weird
Nice.
because I've been spending more time outside
Doing
Yeah,
quail
that's true.
shit.
You've been
doing quail
Quailing
shit
and gardening?
doing garden shit, and
We've got quail. Oh my god, we've got quail. They're
We've got
making
quail.
eggs and stuff.
yeah.
nice.
You want to know
You
the
ever
name?
had quail eggs?
You want to know the names we have so far for our quail?
Oh my god.
I would love
Sure,
to know the
go
names
for
of
it.
your quails.
Sidetrack already. Gotta
Yeah.
love this podcast. Go, Victoria. You tell them.
Okay, so we have maple bacon donut.
Yes, excellent.
Yes.
We
Good
have
start.
Kerrygold butter.
Yep, sure.
We have sugar.
Those are our roosters.
Those are our 3 definitely roosters. Are definitely a hen. Pharaoh. She is such a lady. Goodness. That's Big Mama Tucket.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And then Doug gets to name the brown ones.
Reasonable.
So our all brown hen. Her name is Raid Shadow Legends.
Yes.
I love her.
Oh, it's so good.
That's better
Oh,
than
that's
what I would have gone
incredible.
with. I would have gone with How Ben Brown Hen.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Her name is Raid Shadow Legends.
Still waiting
that
for
just-
the
that-
email back about that sponsorship money, but
It just reminds me I was playing Cult of the Lamb and I was just naming my fucking cultists after like whatever. Like I'm hear a podcast ad, they'd be like, yeah, well, I'm just name it after Chumba Casino. Then I got really attached to that character.
This one is BetterHelp.
Yeah.
God, I hear so many BetterHelp ads.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Anyways,
so
Thursday.
No events on Thursday. We just traveled.
That is correct. There was a lot of travel things happening. I know Roman showed up early enough to actually play Malifaux with my crew for just casual night at the game store, which also resulted in us having time to set things up beforehand.
Oh my god.
Monica got stuck in airline hell.
Oh, I feel so bad for Monica and Julia.
Yeah.
I'm just
glad they got
a bit of a
through
disaster,
airline
but it all
hell as opposed to
Right?
remaining
worked out.
stuck there. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was their ride, and she was messaging me like, "Oh, the flight got delayed again," and it was like 2 a.m. and that flight got canceled. It's like, well, all right, I'll see you tomorrow then. So that was a night, but
Yeah, but like Doug said, he took the whole day off. I did not. I still went to work, and on my 2 hours before I left work, severe thunderstorms started happening. So I left work and I got home okay. At close to my regular time, around 5. That was the time that we were planning for my parents and I to meet at our house to go out there. I got here about 5. My parents got stuck on I-80 for 20 minutes.
ugh.
Which meant I had plenty of time to wash a couple of dishes and get the quail hall set up. But also we didn't leave until 20 minutes past when we were expecting to. And then my mom couldn't get her navigation set up because Google was being a fuck. Finally, we were using my phone for navigation because it was working for me for some reason, but not for her. Maybe an hour into the trip, she turned her Wi-Fi off, and her navigation magically started working.
Sometimes it'd be like that, but also...
Yeah, sometimes it do be like that. So our drive got us into St. Louis about 11:30-ish. So didn't get to sleep until midnight.
Yeah.
Friday. We did a bit of touristy stuff because turns out our venue opens up late.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, they open up later on the weekdays, what was it, 3 p.m. on the weekdays, and then noon on the weekends.
Yeah, it opens up late on the weekends.
That's pretty late to open, but it is what it is.
We managed.
Actually, pause. Nate, talk to us about the venue.
Yes.
Yes. So the venue we played at, so we weren't really technically in St. Louis, as it were. We were on the Illinois side, about essentially 20 minutes out of the city, in my neck of the woods in Fairview Heights, at a store called Impact Gaming Center. Lovely store if you're in the area. Mostly does card games, but they also have it has a LAN center for video games. It is a huge, so it's an old gym, a Gold's Gym or something that went out and they bought out. But yeah, huge gaming area, ton of stock of various, again, miniature stuff, card games, and again, a whole LAN center. I've seen they do fighting game tournaments and stuff in the back LAN area, especially and we saw on Friday night, the Magic scene there goes hopping. They get a lot of business, but they also have a number of private rooms and stuff. So they were kind enough to be hey, yeah, you're doing charity stuff, sure, we'll give you a nice big old private room to use for the weekend, which was super cool of them.
Yes.
So we had to kick out the Beybladers.
Didn't have to kick out the Beybladers, just had to wait till they left on Thursday, because they also have a weirdly active Beyblade scene, and they run weekly tournaments on Thursdays while we're playing Malifaux every other week there, which is just delightful. Honestly, I
love that Beyblade is an actual thing.
Yeah, they have product. They have Beyblade product at the store, and they have an active Beyblade scene. Hell yeah,
and that it's not just a trading card game, which was what I had assumed. They use actual tops.
It is straight up the
actual strategy. It's
At Shipboard, and I've seen more than one Beyblade controversy videos on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Basically, we're more or less, we're something got way, way, way too good in the meta.
Right.
The Beyblade meta.
Oh, no.
Also, we promise we're not making fun of you. We're legitimately delighted.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah,
you play Beyblades.
Like one of them
I
was
mean-
like, you can make it like ridiculously tall, like comically tall, and that would somehow be unfair.
Like, I'll be honest, I kind of am making fun, but like in that like camaraderie kind of way. Like, that is hilarious, but also awesome. Good on you. Stick to it. Let it rip. Just let it rip. I love it. It is awesome. I love that you're doing that. Whoever you are, Beyblade players who are weirdly also listening to this podcast, theoretically,
I
we love
don't
you.
know. I feel like there could be a Malifaux Beyblade overlap. Who knows?
Right.
Oh my god, we just need the Gremlins to invent Beyblading in Malifaux.
Oh, they would
No,
never get
we don't
anything
need them
done
to
ever
invent
again.
it. We need them to.
Are they getting things done at all?
You know,
Yeah.
more than actually, no, that might make them more motivated because they'd have ways to settle their disputes without killing each other.
Uh-huh.
Beyblade.
If they're just letting it rip,
See, we don't need them to invent it though. We need them to have it shown to them. I'm feeling by Tiri. I feel like Beyblade is a forgotten technology of the Awa.
yeah, you just take Ouroboros and turn him on his side.
Yeah.
And, like
Yeah.
as his tail
There
will
you
go
go.
down. And Tiri's like an ancient. Tiri is to Malifaux what Moses is to Beyblade.
I forgot that Moses is in Beyblade.
Fuck, alright. Jesus. Well, no, Jesus is in JoJo's, not Beyblade.
Yeah,
Jesus
is
Jesus
JoJo's.
canonically a JoJo.
Jesus is canonically a stand user.
I was always kind of assumed Tiri was sort of the Tau of Malifaux.
They like getting into melee
You don't
too
know.
much.
Maybe the Tau play Beyblade.
The Tau definitely played Beyblade. I also assumed that if the Gremlins were going to invent Beyblade, they were going to be like tops the size of like a Fiat.
Yeah, like they would Beyblade in a way that the Gremlins would be on the Beyblade.
No,
Like,
they find a way to make alligators do the death roll. So they just like kind of slap a gator and it starts like spinning. That's Gremlin Beyblade.
Perfect. No notes.
It's just going to be our third Bayou Bash box. Various forms of spinning Bayou creatures. So Friday
Ugh.
rolls around, finally.
Yes,
Friday
Friday.
rolls around.
We go and do the touristy thing by
We went
finding
to the aquarium on
St.
Friday.
Louis autism trap.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, the aquarium inside of a train station. Yes.
Yes, very good. My trap worked perfectly.
I mean, if you were gonna set a trap, I would do it.
I still need to actually go to the aquarium.
Definitely worth it.
It was
It's
It was
fun.
really very nice.
and cute. Kid loved it.
I got to
But-
to
what I've
touch a
heard.
moon jellyfish,
Ooh.
and Briar got to throw an entire
Zip tie.
zip tie into a tank with turtles, which I had to retrieve. Well, because they let you feed like slider turtles, and they put the food on the end of a little zip line, and she just yeeted it right in there because she's 5.
Yep.
What else did we got to? I think Doug and Esther maybe touched the stingrays.
Yes.
I know I didn't. You could touch
Very-
a starfish also,
Very
it?
squishy. Yes. And shark.
and a shark. Yeah,
And the shark.
So many things to
And-
touch.
yeah. You could stick your hand in a tank with the Dr. Fish, which was a very strange experience.
Feel
All the
violated.
dead skin off you.
Nom 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 nom.
Summon the swarm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, the Mississippi River is full of really stupid looking fish.
Yes, it really is. I love every one of them.
They're very special, but
Yep.
every single one of them got bullied in high school.
It's a cursed body of water.
Yeah, I have this age-old headcanon of the reason they all look like that is because they are the weirdly, like, not inbred, but like weirdly crossbred fish of salt water that got like confused and went too far upriver, and also the ones going the other way, and it's just like that meet in the middle and go, it's muddy in here. I can't see what I'm doing.
Okay. Oh, the nice parking lady
Oh my god,
clocked,
yes.
clocked us somehow.
Fucking clocked us on the way in. I'm there with my green hair and my mushroom earrings and my mushroom shirt and my mushroom skirt. And Doug's there with his purple hair and his Baja Blastoise t-shirt. And she's talking to us and she's like, "Are you going to the aquarium?"
No, she didn't even ask. She just said you can get your parking validated at the aquarium gift shop.
You just fucking knew while you were there.
How did she know?
She's just like,
How'd you know?
the most autism-ass looking people that I've ever seen in my entire life.
You here for the fish?
They're not here to shop or eat at a restaurant.
I
Wonderful.
appreciated the picture you sent to the Discord of driving past Busch Stadium going, someone really wanted to put an off-ramp straight into the stadium there, because I've had that thought living there my entire fucking life. Remembering the previous Busch Stadium, it's like, no,
It really
it
feels
should
like
just,
you could just drive into
yeah,
it.
just
It really
suddenly
does.
turn right, go. Oh, look, there's left
Where's
field.
where's the fucking semi-trailer with the lowered ramp? God
Right?
damn it. Driving 5 miles per hour in the right lane that I can just
Really?
fly into, go sailing
Okay,
up.
Okay, but then we need to add the juicy fruit stand and the fireworks stand
Yeah, inside the
Yeah.
stadium.
inside the stadium so that you can just...
No one has any idea what we're referring to now, which is great. We have this fruit stand that's in this one spot near our local game store all summer, and right next to it currently is the fireworks stand. We just thought that is just a car chase waiting to happen.
Yeah.
But then we need to move them inside of Busch Stadium for when we eventually go careening into it via this ramp. But why would you put that there?
Why would you do that?
I don't know what came first, but why would you put that there?
The stadium?
Why would you
The
put either of those things there in those locations like that?
The
And that
freeway or the
exact
stadium?
configuration.
You know, honestly, I don't know. I assume the freeway came first.
I do appreciate the freeway goes from lefty righty to uppy downy. That's nice.
That is the second version of the stadium. So
Okay.
I don't know.
I fucking hate how it goes from righty lefty to uppy downy. It gives me a goddamn heart attack every time. I hate the spaghetti.
I'm so used to the spaghetti.
I have a visceral hatred.
Fucking some of
I
those are
drive
fake.
professionally on that spaghetti.
Some of those
Oh,
roads are
yeah.
fake.
I'm very sure of that.
False roads.
I haven't been on half of those spaghetti strands.
Because they're fake.
I've
Because they're
I've
not
lived here
real,
for
because you can't actually
30
drive
some
on
ass
them.
years.
They're traps. They are traps.
They're fake
for-
traps.
Yeah, they're fake traps.
The Mississippi River demons
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's like
lure
a-
you onto fake roads.
It's an anglerfish, but it's a Mississippi River version, so it's kind of
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yep.
Mississippi River deep ones.
They move the fake spaghetti every night, just when you think you're getting it.
Fun
wonderful.
fact, we are almost half an hour into this recording. We haven't actually gotten to a Malifaux event yet.
It's fine. It's fine. They
it's
talked about
us.
setup.
It's
Yeah, and we
us.
talked about a casual play night on Thursday. Oh, that does remind me. Actually, I missed on Thursday. Someone who had far less travel issues was Kim and Pseudonym.
Yay!
Got in
Yay.
just fine, and they actually showed up, and Pseudonym played in our Thursday night as well. So
Yeah,
that was
he
lovely.
played Sean, right?
Um,
Or they played
yes,
Sean.
that is correct.
And we
Very
all got to meet Anti-Goblin in Meat Space. We are one of the
Yeah.
few.
It's so exciting. Gonna
Privileged.
finally meet that. That's like the best reason. I'm so happy we got to do this in Slois is meeting Goblin and Monica in
Uh-huh.
Meat Space.
I
And
just
all
felt
these
like in
other
general
people for the
we
first time.
met multiple like people that we knew from the Discord or whatever that we'd known for a long time but hadn't like evolved past internet friends yet. And
Yeah.
we finally got to do that, and that
A lot of great people traveled out.
Yes.
I was
Mhm.
very
Which-
pleased.
which we appreciate and hope that more of you come next year, because we
Yes.
still
Yeah.
want to meet all of you in Meat Space.
That means
And
you,
there's
Mike.
And there's a pretty cheap hotel right next to the game store, as
Yeah.
basically everyone who came stayed at, and it was like, oh, hey, that is literally right next to the game store. I'm like, yes,
And it is not only cheap, but for what I heard, it is not shady.
it's a little shady, but
It's not too
Uh,
shady.
uh,
It's not as shady as the
according-
hotels that Doug and Vic have stayed at before staying at my house for Gen Con.
It would be
Or-
hard to be shadier than those hotels.
or the hotel we stayed at
Oh,
the last
yeah.
time we were in St. Louis.
Oof.
The bedbug one.
Oh, no.
Mm-mm.
Anyways,
Thankfully, we either kicked its ass really fast or they just didn't come home with us.
Nice.
But
One of the two. Made us a little gun shy. And anyways,
Understandable.
we'll probably stay at that Super 8
next year.
next
yeah.
time, because this year we had I guess in-laws helping us with we stayed at the slightly nicer hotel, which is right next to the
Slightly
hotel right
further
Yeah.
from the game store.
Yeah.
within rock throwing distance of the Super 8. I checked.
So yes, yeah. If you need a endorsement of the Super 8 next to the Impact Gaming Center, it is decent.
It is. Okay.
A place to sleep.
It's a place to rest your weary bones.
My bones.
Okay.
We had an event on Friday at 3 o'clock. What was that event, everyone?
That was the
That's
cutthroat
cutthroat.
cage match.
Yay.
What's a cutthroat cage match, everyone?
Where we throw money at the
Swing.
problem until you win.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
that sounds so.
Pay to win, Malifaux.
Everyone knows the greatest game show on TV is Cutthroat Kitchen.
Sounds right to me.
Like I got the idea from the game show, but now that I'm constantly watching it as like my favorite kind of background noise, I genuinely just love it because it's fun. It seems relatively fair, and it's creative, and you got Elton Brown, so what have you. But basically, it is a case of we've very much modified it from the base version because one, no food's involved yet.
I mean, we
Yeah.
had cookies.
We did have cookies.
They
But-
weren't involved with the actual gameplay yet.
Yet.
Oh, we should just go ahead to the like force your opponent to eat one of their models.
No.
Hi.
Oh my. But it is effectively we had different bidding rounds at the beginning of the game round, and then like maybe an hour into each of the rounds. 3 rounds, a 3-round event. God. Okay, let me start over. Cutthroat Cage Match is a Malifaux game type where players compete in normal games of Malifaux, but also while paying for various benefits to themselves and detriments to their opponent or someone across the room if they feel like being a dick to Nate.
That was funny, okay?
It
That
was
was-
hilarious.
Honestly,
That's why we allowed it.
Highlight.
I would have expected nothing less.
We'll get to it, though.
We'll get to it.
The idea being that players can bring in their own money, and the money they quote unquote spend goes towards the donations. But it has gotten kind of out of hand with that because we also allowed people to donate to the charity and then declare that money goes towards one of these players. And so I think we're going to maybe retool it next year. So it might just be more closer to the actual game where everyone just gets a flat pool. Because I don't think that's actually going to stop people from donating
Probably
to
not.
the charity. Probably not. And this one
It
might.
does allow for some funny shit to happen, though.
It does allow for some funny shit to happen, but I do notice like last year and this year, a lot of bidding ended up coming down to like 2 people
Yeah, because they
because
had
everyone
the most
else
money.
didn't have enough money. But anyways, yeah, we had a couple things that you could always spend money on. Usually like positive flips, stopping your opponent from getting positive flips, getting suits, and then getting your empower card back if you got the suit you wanted in the first place on the flip, because I fucking hate that.
Yeah, I feel that.
And then paying to summon a model that died. That was the permanent options. And then we had like 5, 6, actually 6 or 7 things you could bid on at the very beginning of each round. People would bid on them. Examples being, I've forgotten every single last one of those. Let me pull up the list. Y'all can chime in. I'm sure you remember at least 1 or 2 of them.
Oh, I'm trying to remember because I know I bought one.
I remember Nate's favorite one. Nate's favorite one was round 3. It had to do with flipping cards in an
Let's see,
alternate
it's
way.
simple stuff.
Oh yeah. We can get to that around 3. I think we saved that little gem because that was a mid game one. That wasn't
That
the
was a
start of
mid-game
game.
one. Yep.
That was a mid game bid.
Some of them were very simple. Some of them were kind of complicated. Some of them were silly and other stuff. Like a simple one, during the start phase of turn 1, all your models may move up to 6 inches. Sort of like old Home on the Range, kind of how that worked
Yep.
in. 1 out of keyword or versatile model you'll hire this round may gain quick study. That was pretty good, or could have been possibly broken. Who knows? I don't know what happened with that one. I should have asked. I do know at least a couple of these were bought and then never used.
These things happen.
Those things do happen.
Sometimes the goal is to just not let the other person have it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You're allowed to like skip scheme selection. So like when you're done declaring a scheme and you go to select your next one, you can skip to the next layer from the 3 you originally can pick from.
Pretty fun.
but the ones you get at the beginning of the game are a little bit more tamer than the ones that you get at the in the middle because they
Oh.
last or have
Yeah,
to last the entire session.
No, the one I know I bought was the one where you pick a model and it basically builds in suits to all of its actions.
What'd you do with that?
So I gave Allison Dade Rams.
Oh dear.
So she had like crit strike on her blackmail melee attack.
Oh.
She became a menace.
Spicy.
I didn't win that game, but boy howdy was Allison Dade a little menace.
Sometimes
She was angry that game.
Sometimes that's all you're looking to do.
Yep.
Arcane Res is an option.
Oh, yep.
Increase your opponent's fall damage by +1. So yeah, that was the initial stuff you could bid on, and then we would interject about an hour later to do slightly spicier things like everyone pays you a soul stone. Or
yeah, Roman.
Or the one that came before that
what was the one that came before that?
was your opponent gives you all of their soul stones, which my opponent for that round bought.
Oof.
So then I had to really spend like most of my money for the day on that. No.
Aggressively bid.
Yeah.
To get all of the stones.
So I went from 3 to 0 to 11.
Damn.
It's a bit of a swing.
Yep.
The classic choose a player. It doesn't have to be you. It doesn't have to be your opponent. It doesn't have to. It can be anyone in the game. And then in the event, choose a player. That player plays with their fate deck facing up. I guess we can go to like the most interesting event of the entire event. Nate, what was that?
What was the most interesting bid?
I mean, I had two really good ones happen to me.
What board were you playing on when that happened, Nate?
So there was Roman brought a very nice board that he's recently constructed with a piece of terrain that he purchased at Adepticon from TZ Combat. A rather large boat, like a ship, if you will. Probably almost a foot and a half long?
Oh, it's longer than that. It's like
It
2
is.
feet
Yeah,
long.
almost. Yeah, a foot and a half, almost 2 feet long. It's got to be.
The
Like, it
playable
takes up
space is
the
probably about a
middle
foot and a
of the
half.
board.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it is. Like has a lower deck and then like an upper deck where there's the steering wheel,
Which is perfectly
it,
2 inches and 4 inches. Yes.
Yeah, it is good 4E terrain. Boy howdy, when someone spends a lot of money to remove a piece of terrain from any table and picks the boat that isn't even on their table. So suddenly you're going from, oh, this board has this huge, giant piece of terrain between me and the Frycore, to suddenly, oh no, we're all in the water because this boat is sunk. And now there is huge sight lines between my little journalists and the Frycore. The game changes a little bit.
A little?
Or a lot.
So you went from embedded journalism to embattled journalism.
Moister than we were previously.
Yep.
It was very funny, though.
Freaking Nelly, August, and I thought I had like one more journalist up on that boat that all fell into the drink. And he had like the Fumigator and like a couple other models up there because I was playing against Blake. That was my round 2.
Like 5 or 6 models.
God, that was so funny. Yeah, there were like 5 models on that boat when it went down, and 2 that were nearby watching it happen. Fiona was like, "Oh, hey, that boat sank. Damn, glad I wasn't on it. But I was down here pickaxing these tunnel rats."
Who somehow tunneled up from the bottom of a boat.
The ocean. No, they were in the water. They'd tunneled up from the ocean. Apparently.
Why do I feel like they would smell worse when wet?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh, for sure, yeah.
it's like wet dog, but sewer people.
Worse.
Yep.
So, anything else interesting happened besides the sinking of the MS Kitchener?
Oh, don't name it that.
Well, give it a name.
Well, it
I should.
sunk.
It did sink. That does make it
It
apropos.
did sink. That's fair.
I mean, the other really funny bid was the mid-game round 3, because apparently Kim had brought a sticky hand.
Yeah,
You know, like one of those on a long piece of rubber with a sticky hand. So apparently it was listed as your opponent has to flip cards from their deck with the sticky hand if you win the bid. But I won that bid. And then the moment I opened up that sticky hand, it called out to me like the Green Goblin mask. So I spent the back half of my game 3 getting thoroughly trounced by Euripides and the Savage crew because they're very strong into informants. So I just spent that game having a delight of a time trying to flip from my deck with a sticky hand.
And let the record show, I was standing at the table behind him and got plenty of,
Just every once in a while, bam, smack it back to Roman.
yeah. It was fun.
Just for fun.
It was good times.
Note that their journalist often flips on positives for like defensive duels or attack. I was flipping a lot of cards with that sticky hand. I got pretty adept with it, if I do say so myself.
Yep.
I might have been getting my ass thoroughly trounced. Boy, howdy, was having a great time.
You
I
look
was
like
going to say,
you
you,
were really
you don't need to
enjoying
say that,
sticky
that
hand.
Euripides is strong at informants. You can just leave them at, they are strong.
I mean, I would argue, given the, not to get too
Mhm,
meta
mhm.
crunchy, like given the state of how especially the like, oh, we count as 2 bodies thing works
Well, they,
into informants.
they're definitely
specifically as a
strongest in informants.
strategy.
Yes.
Yeah, like into informants specifically, they feel particularly strong. Like
yes.
if I was playing Neverborn, I would have Euripides packed specifically to play informants in the current state of the game.
Yep.
Because boy howdy, it's pretty good. But it's funny when you're playing against them with a sticky hand.
Also of note, while Monica ended up only playing 1 round due to working on like 4 hours of sleep plus airline stress, she was there in her Sonya
Yes.
cosplay, and she played Damien against Landon playing the band.
Yep.
Off the fucking crossroads.
Yep.
I've never seen Landon do worse in a tournament, which is kind of an indictment of how the Crossroads 7 works as a crew, but I mean, I guess it's fine, I guess.
On
I
the
don't
other
know.
hand, he spent all day solidly doing a Russian accent.
I was really impressed by the dedication.
As paid for by Brian Schemes.
As
Yes.
paid for by Brian Schemes.
Did a sizable contribution, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Thank you, Brian. Schemes.
But also, Monica was kind of in character, even when she wasn't playing, because she was one of the folks that came with just a bag of money because she had like a bunch of people at like family and work donate in her name. So she was in character being like, I am going to bid on this. I'm going to raise it $5. Not that I want it, but because you need to pay more for it because I am Sonya Crid.
Yep.
It was delightful to watch.
Yep.
Trying to remember anything else super duper interesting from
I mean, I
that.
played Rezzers, I guess.
You played Rezzers all weekend.
I did. People paid for
I
it.
played
Yeah.
Nelly all weekend.
Like we just talk about stretch goals. We did stretch goals this year.
Yeah.
We did stress goals this year.
Yes, stress goals too.
Yeah.
I had to paint a entire witness keyword for Monica.
You didn't need to do that. I have the whole crew painted.
Yeah, but
This is
I
the first
know.
time I've heard about this. Thank you.
The problem is the episode where you talked about that, like, and you decided, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I didn't listen to it until like a week after it released,
well,
and like you had already gotten like through most of the crew. I'm like, well, he's already doing it. But yeah, I was just like, I've already got a witness crew painted. I could absolutely lend Monica. Whoops. Oh well.
That is okay because I do like how Witness is in 4th edition, and he no longer has the fucking stigma of being that goddamn piece of shit that came out way
The
too
most-
fucking broken in 3rd edition.
Broken piece of garbage.
Yeah, and now he's just the Cybertruck guy.
Yeah, now he's just that asshole as a character.
Yeah.
But the
Now we
mechanics
just
are
make
not.
fun of his character
Yeah.
instead of his rules, which is good. It's a good place
love
to be.
we are making him so much worse of a character than he is in the lore.
He really doesn't deserve this, but unfortunately, he came out broken in 3rd edition, so we have to be shitty to him.
but
Got
also
him.
it's
The
funny.
rules. Sorry,
also, it's
Damien.
funny. Also, it's
Yep,
funny.
It's very funny.
I
Also-
read the story with Damien, and he absolutely comes across as a guy that would own a Cybertruck. Like,
Yep.
He's a bit holier than thou.
he
Mm.
he thinks he's the smartest person in every room,
Even the rooms he's not
While
in.
that is often true, fuck
especially
you.
the rooms he's not in.
But like, by the way, weird games. Easy nightmare box would be Damien, but just kitschy 80s bullshit. Because the puzzle box, easy Rubik's Cube. Marco can be a lava lamp.
Oh, I love this.
Oh fuck! What was the other ones we came up with? I can't. I'm everything is now leaving my brain.
Is Ledger like the mail order magic at home kit? It's like a kid and a wizard, like a really fake wizard costume.
Ledger's the X-ray specs. Or is that two? That's two.
He's definitely got the X-ray specs for sure.
I'm trying to remember.
He's definitely an X-ray specs guy.
I know you suggested this, but I can't remember. It's the wrong decade. Lohith my first thought was the Pet Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who knows the 80s more than me can probably. I would also figured that Bella can just be Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
Not technically a kitschy 80s bullshit, but Sigourney Weaver in Malifaux sounds great.
Yeah.
Please. Anyways. Someone who's better at finishing thoughts.
Stretch goals. Other stretch goals.
Right.
Doug was in slutty shorts all week.
Yep, that was one of them. Dougie dyed his hair purple, which is not lasting at all. It's already
fading
real bad. I don't know what happened. I guess maybe my hair just doesn't like holding on to dye very well. It's okay. It served its purpose. I won't have an exact number, but I will go ahead and declare that we reached our $4,000 stretch goal.
Woo!
However, I am switching around our $4,000 and our $45,000 stretch goal, or at least I am making our 4,000, 45. Yes, 4,500. Does it actually fucking matter? Or 40? Mostly because so the 4,000 one was I was going to put up my journalist crew for the raffle prize, and that is no longer going to be a thing because one, that means that I don't have to rush paint the rest of them because I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to make the Nightcrawler network scrappy do. But the real specific reason is the $4,500 one was making markers and send those out to the donors. And the idea being that we make a bunch of them and then we'll have markers for future events. So we're going to go get markers printed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a good marker?
Yep. So the three of us, the Roman, the Nate, and the Doug, are all volunteering to paint a crew box for people, and that's going to go into the raffle, which I'll be doing next week.
Nice.
Oh, fuck. Uncle Bog's got to do shit.
Yeah, Uncle Bog's
gotta
got to
do an
do
Uncle
shit.
Bog video again.
Ah, God, that guy.
There's so many suggestions rolling in on the Discord, too.
Yeah, they're great,
These
too.
are good. These are good ones, too.
I'm enjoying the Hello Kitty Gunpla suggestion, specifically.
Yeah. I really think a push fit Space Marine kit would be just hilarious.
Yep.
Oh, God.
It's baby's first Space Marine kit, and it's Uncle Bog just absolutely annihilating it. Orc Truck is also a good one from Monica.
Yeah, Orc Truck is pretty based.
Guys, I am intimately familiar with that kit, and boy howdy, is it one of the kits of all time. I've probably assembled 5 or 6 orc trucks in my lifetime.
Some of them even as Orc Trucks.
Ugh.
I forgot to bring the Witchler Thrall, so I guess that's going to go in the raffle prize pool, I guess.
Oh, the Witchler.
The Witchler.
We can save it for next year. That could be...
I'm not sure how this is supposed to be oriented. I'm going to be perfectly
big wooden spoon for next year.
This is art. Someone wants it. Someone wants art.
Wonderful. I love him.
Excuse me. So yeah, we met a good chunk of stretch goals, and we made more money this year than we did last year. So congratulations to all of you. Thank you very much for donating.
Yay!
Yeah, no,
and-
I was sweating towards the end there because am I gonna have to write smut for other people to read?
You heard her, everybody. Next year, give more money.
Next year.
And she will write smut for you to read in a Malifaux-based flavor.
I don't know if people want to read my smut. We'll see, though, I guess.
Hey, if they don't want to read, we could have another stretch goal for we read it off as a dramatic rereading, like a radio.
Oh,
Galaxia
Lord.
reads it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there you are. Dramatic reading.
That's somehow even worse.
Yeah, somehow better.
Oh god, Galaxia reads My Immortal.
Oh,
I know I learned a valuable lesson this year of if I'm gonna put a stretch goal on of make Roman play a faction he doesn't like, it's gonna be more than $1,000 next year.
Right, that's a low bar.
that was
happening.
yeah.
Yep.
We both years before that we got more than 1,000, so that was a really low bar.
Yeah, my theory
You're
was
almost hitting that on attendees at that point.
Yeah, my theory was like jumpstart it to get it going faster, and I don't know if that happened, but and to be clear, I took Yanlo and Molly, and I did have fun with them.
Good.
I'm also the week we are recording this on the changelog, I'm very glad to see some of those changes, because the fact that Molly's abandoned tokens didn't go away natively was funny and also kind of a problem for everyone else but me.
Spoilers for Saturday. Okay, so Saturday rolls around. Victoria and I go do more stuff. Science Center this time.
Went to the Science Center.
Ooh, the Science Center's fun.
It
I haven't
was
been to the Science
fun.
Center in a while. I love
Also-
the Science Center.
Pause real quick before we go to Saturday. Who won the coveted cutthroat?
Yes.
I believe that was Mr. Blake Steele.
It
if I'm
was.
not
Thank you.
mistaken.
Yes. It was.
Yeah, good old Blake.
Yeah.
One of Roman's guys.
Yeah, followed me all the way
Love
here
Blake.
from Indy, kicked ass, take names. I think he was playing
Fire.
Frycore the whole time.
That sounds right. I
Yep.
know he played Frycore against me.
Yep.
Game 2, so.
Yep.
That's when the boat disappeared.
That's when the boat disappeared.
Turns out heavy artillery sinks boat.
Well, I lost that game by 1 point. All right, I'm okay with that.
Just for those of you that may be interested in doing this, coming out and playing this game type, literally the only thing we give out for it is one trophy to the first place person, because we realize it is literally pay to win. So
Very unbalanced.
extremely
is
unbalanced.
My
Exceedingly
last game-
unbalanced.
My last game, Casey had so much money left. Like, he was just constantly on positive flips. I'm like, oh, okay, I got a sticky hand.
Yeah.
We
I'm pretty sure in the game I had against him round 2, I'm pretty sure he was at a positive flip most of the
Yep.
game.
He was one of those lauded Neverborn players who got a bunch of money.
Yeah.
oh god, yeah.
And
Yep.
and to be clear, it was still fun. Like just
yeah.
you come to the cutthroat event with the mindset of I am not here to play like perfectly Malifaux. I am here to see chaos unfold and partake in it.
Yes.
Poor Landon swerved his way out of it because he was playing the Crossroads 7, which currently can choose any faction. Like, you can choose Wrath to lead in any faction. And so Doug had to, at the start of the tournament, be like, all right, I need a very clear declaration of everyone's faction for reasons. And so he swerved into Explorers because he thought it was funny that, he can play Explorers with Crossroads and it's the only faction that there's not currently a band member for. Please, Weird, give us roadies so that crew actually has like a minion to like fill out the numbers.
No.
That would be great.
No, we have a better 8th member of the Crossroads 7 now.
Oh, good. All right.
Natsune Miku.
I mean, yeah, she's
Playing a
Sorry,
tuba.
color.
also fair.
That does seem like an 8th sin.
But
Hatsune Miku was the 8th.
the
Yes.
sin of
Cardinal
Hatsune
sin.
Miku. Yeah, but so yeah, he kind of technically swerved his way out of
Yeah.
Big
extra
money.
donation money by leaving Neverborn because. If I'm not mistaken, there were a number of donations specifically for Neverborn players because Neverborn players would be like that.
Mhm.
I also had to go up to every guild and Neverborn and 10. I don't think we had a 10 Thunders player actually. No, we did. We had
Yeah,
one.
no, did we?
I think we had one. It's like, hey, what masters are you going to play? I can't tell you why I'm asking you this, but someone specifically wanted to punish anyone playing any master that left Arcanist.
No, the Darkness traders, yeah. No, it's funny. I swerved into guild because before the event, I was looking at the Longshanks. I'm like, well, there's no guild players and there's already a Bayou player. I'll play Nelly all weekend. Fuck it. I made my own stretch
Oh.
goal.
A moment of silence, everyone, for the punchable face.
Yep.
That's not silence, you idiots. Thank you. Okay. Maybe it was the hat.
I played Nelly. I played Nelly 2 specifically most of the weekend. I played one round of Nelly 1. And then Longton showed up and decided to play Marshall, so I was not alone in my guilding, unfortunately.
Okay.
Or at least the first day.
Back to Saturday.
Back to Saturday.
To
Science
Saturday.
Center.
Future.
It's fun.
It was very fun.
Some dinosaur stuff. Some learning about physics. Then the event, the regular old tournament started at noon o'clock.
Yep.
I do want to say that we were on a time crunch for rounds because we had to start later than I normally would. So it was an hour and 45 minutes for the cutthroat events and only 2 hours for regular Malifaux, and while that would seemed a little bit pressed, considering everyone was still not fully familiar with 4th edition, it did seem a little cleaner than 3rd.
Yeah, I would say so. I think all of my games at least got 2 fourth turn. Definitely in the main tournament. The Cutthroat, we might have had 1 or 2 that only got to end of 3, but you also have to factor in like pausing for the mid game and pre-game bidding for that one.
Silliness.
So it definitely it plays faster, it flows faster, even when you're sitting here going, "Hi, I think I've played 2 games between these 2 masters before playing this today." I am constantly going, "What the fuck am I doing with this?" Still finished or got at least 2 turn 4 all the games in the regular tournament. Like, it plays faster.
Cool. Normal tournament, I ended up ringing, so I got to play 2 rounds, and then we had a drop, so I didn't have to play the 3rd round. So what'd y'all do? Who'd you have to play round 1, Roman?
Oh, this wonderful person playing their local union rep. Yeah, no, I got to play Doug because he said, "Who's anybody willing to play Ringer?" And I'm like, "I never get to play Doug. I'll play Doug."
Hey.
So we had a Pirate Molly versus Tony Union President fight. In like Pokemon terrain battle terms, I was very disadvantaged because we were in the middle of like a desert, like western town. There was no water or ship anywhere nearby.
The ship was all the way on the other side of the room.
Yeah, that was a problem. I should have brought it with me.
Yes.
Traveling terrain. That's a thing I'm bringing next year. I'm just bringing a boat. But no, it was a good time. I realized right after deployment that I'd misremembered something about how the Forgotten Marshal worked because I thought he was going to be able to copy signature actions, and it's specifically like sparkly magic actions. So I deployed in a way where he should have been able to help move people around with Take by the Hand from the Coven, the Keepside Strangers. There we go.
Yeah.
And that did not work, but I did my best. I recovered. I got shot a lot from a gunsmith on the roof, and the captain dropped on my head because Doug was trying very hard to make that weird ass
Watch your head.
ability work for Lookout
I got it
Below.
to work once.
You got it to work once.
Never again for the rest of the edition. I hope literally, I hope they change it to something else, but
I do too. It's one of the things on his card that just kind of goes, why is this here? But honestly, like facing Tony, and we had chit chats about this back and forth. This version feels like she is running a riot or running a peaceful protest. And it was a good time. It was also really frustrating from my end because I think of all the times I was really trying to make the abandoned tokens do damage. Your crew was the one that was most easily able to go, I don't take that because I just summoned a friend next to me.
Yeah.
I
friend.
I played 3 games this week, and they were all Tony 2 through kind of randomization, but also like at the time until this last week's changes. Honestly, the crew really felt like it was designed around Tony 2 more than Tony 1, and these games really solidified that feeling for me. But yeah, it's summon stuff, so that really prevented the tokens. But the other effects of the tokens were frustrating.
Yep.
And even through that frustration, I didn't realize that I kind of had your crew dead to rights by the time we were wrapping it up.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, you can heal like 9 health with your totem's activation. This sucks. And I realized that all your beaters are dead by the end of turn 3.
Poor Archie.
To be fair, like that turn 3 was just us fighting over where the gunsmith was gonna go.
Yeah, I
pull
pulled
him off
your
the
gunsmith
roof.
off the roof like 3 times.
I put him back out there, back and forth, back and forth.
Yep. Oh, that was the big thing with that game. Our jokers were in sync the whole game.
To my detriment.
Yep. It was either late turn 1 or early turn 2. We both flipped the black joker. And but the way we see it is, oh, I flipped the black joker. Oh, this isn't going to hit. Doug flips. Doug flipped the black joker. I actually do math. Oh, wait, I'm matching you. This hits. Doug turns around and in a funny way, pounds on the wall with his fist, at which point I see the back of the slutty shorts he is wearing this day say bad things happen. And I just die laughing because it was just the most perfect reveal of that.
I got custom shorts for the event.
It was
I
really
should wear
good.
those for Bonanza Brawl.
Yes.
He really should.
at Gen Con. Specifically bring them with and change into them for the event.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yay.
And then the next turn we had our red jokers were in sync to, I think, a similar effect.
Yes.
It was
I
good
still
times.
haven't posted that. If some Jonathan Weird, if you're listening, could we maybe just adjust the red Joker a little bit, just a tiny teensy little tiny bit, just a little bit, like something along the lines of like maybe it doesn't give a free raise, it gives a free raise if there is no raise, just a little bit, just a little edge off, just tiny little bit, please, because it always seems to like hit like a truck because you get all of the benefit of it, whereas in third edition it was either hey you definitely hit, you probably have you get the suit you want, but that doesn't necessarily mean you get good damage, or it's great damage but there's no guarantee you're flipping it, or you have to spend a lot of resources to get the positive flip to get the damage there, but you're not necessarily getting the free trigger from it as well, whereas on fourth you get all the benefit of it, including stopping your opponent most of the time from cheating against it. It just seems like a little too much. Anyways, my one rant for that. It had nothing to do with that particular instance. That was just funny.
Yeah.
So Nate, what was your round one? I guess we can sort of talk a little bit about games.
Yeah, no, I had the delightful pseudonym, Kim's partner. And that was a delightful game, playing Nelly versus Lucius. Taking it to the boss. Some highlights were essentially having Nelly use her fun stone trigger on her attack. Could this be betrayal on Alan Reed to make Alan Reed turn around and charge Lucius and then immediately black jokering his attack as he realized he's attacking his boss and going, no, sir. Sorry, sir. My bad. What else happened in that game? I don't know. That was just a fun game. Honestly, felt like a pretty typical game,
Okay.
Just the idea of Nelly trying to take it to Lucius when she's in full madness mode. August running in the middle, eating his paper and just being a strange little mad person. Dealing with slightly more annoying Alan Reed.
Sorry, I had a thought and then I lost it. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
What's your round two, Roman?
So my round two was against KC, and he was playing. Hang on, was that?
Was it Dreamer or Euripides?
No, sorry, that was day one. Was KC was round two. My round two, day two. My brain is entirely melted. One moment.
Yeah, I do. While Roman's thinking, I do want to point out that like day one, I hit Blake, who again is an indie local who I've played before, and then KC, who was one of my locals. So day one, I got like one very different. Yeah, I got David round one. That was it as far as like new people, new experiences.
Oh, that's why I'm
Around
blanking
for day one.
on round two.
Wednesday.
It was again a game I've played before. I got to play Blake round two.
There it is. You got Blake round two.
Yep,
That makes sense.
We had a very interesting game. Again, he was playing Frycore. I brought Jan Low to this one. And this was corner recover evidence. And we both put the like free pickup evidence that you start with like in one corner. And I'm sitting here going, okay, so we could just play on that whole half of the table. Except I'm going to go ahead and put Manos where he can go wherever I want him to go, even more so than normal. Because for the record, I only played one title of both of the masters I brought, and it was Pathseeker Yanlo, not Balloon Stand Yanlo. And for everybody on the internet saying that Pathseeker is bad, what are you smoking? And stop buying from that dealer. He is not flashy. I will say that, and especially turn 2, I feel like his activation is a little odd. Because I feel like you want him to move people a little bit more than he does. But if he spends his turn 1 just going, here, have a bunch of reliquaries, you now have a bunch of reliquaries on your people, and you've placed them all forward 3 inches for every reliquary they've gotten, not just on his activation. Like, that was the whole reason I brought him this. I'm like, this is corner. It's going to take a minute, even with as speedy as everybody is now, it's going to take a minute to get into things. Jan Lo's just going to do that passively for me. But Blake brought the tunnel rats in, and because I think this was something he realized after the fact, and I didn't realize either, he effectively scored the extra VP for evidence turn 1 because we screwed up that they didn't. Actually, no, he did have those in regular deployment, and he jumped him up to where he could just pop that one down and go, they've made their points. So Manos went off and killed them, didn't pick up their evidence because I'd already picked up what I needed for this turn. The following turn, he picked up theirs and like pot-shotted somebody that didn't go off. But he was just like, cool, I have my evidence for the next 2 turns with this. But that whole game turned into, I need to kill Izamu. No, you're not allowed to kill Izamu. But I really need to. No, I'm not going to let you. Oh, you finally did. Cool. I'm going to bring him back. Which actually was a bad thing for me. Because whenever he died the second time, instead of I should have just healed the original up, when he died the second time, he was no longer one that I could pick up as evidence. So I gave him extra evidence for it. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, no, it was a fun game, lots of back and forth, but he got that one. Yeah, it was a good time. Or no, I did pull that one off at the end. Or was it a tie? No, I pulled it off by 1 point at the end. No, I pulled it off by 1 point at the end. I'm not quite sure how.
Somehow.
Yeah. I don't know.
Round 2.
But it was a good time.
I played friend of the
That was round 2.
podcast.
Oh, you're talking your round 2.
Yep. They sometimes don't like being mentioned, so I'm not going to name names. We'll edit that out if I accidentally do that. But it was Tony 2 versus the Vix 1. And I wasn't paying attention to what they were declaring, and I brought a bunch of minions in to recover evidence.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Cuisinart time.
It didn't go as bad as it could have been, but I definitely didn't win. And it was fun watching a Union journeyman and a saboteur try very hard to do absolutely nothing to the bad omen.
Oh no. That's the puppy dog.
Yep. Watching them run away after they have the death mark on them and then come back after they've hidden to not die. Did manage to kill a Vic and Gracie and Bishop by the end of the game, I think. But yeah, definitely didn't win. It was still fun. Same board. I play it on the same board because it was right next to like my little TO station,
as Ringer tends to do.
Yep.
Ringer's privilege.
I have my favorite little spot on the sort of balcony of that one really tall Wild West building. I'm constantly putting stuff up there, and I'm not entirely sure why. Mostly because we decided that little support pole for it was climbable, so everyone goes up there.
As you should.
That was my round 2, and then ended up not having to do anything in round 3. So how's your round 3 go?
Well, hold on. I got to talk about my round 2.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I thought I'd asked that. Hi, Ben.
No, I did my round 1. My round 2 was against Anne-Marie, who was playing Ulix for this game. In probably one of the more interesting recover evidence games I've ever played, or really the Killy Strat style Malifaux games, because 2 models died. The whole game.
What?
It was yeah. 2 models died. It was a pair of piglets. None of my journalists died. And I lost that game, notably. Pretty handily. So turn 1 was basically, again, because it was corner, we're both like rushing forward to go get our free evidence that we dropped near the center line, which I managed really quickly because Nightcrawler Network can still do shit like that. Make a camera bot, grab evidence. Probably some camera bots died at some point too, but they don't count. They're not real people. And I was still playing. I was playing Nelly 2. I had subbed in like the Brutal Emissary for this game just for a little more beef. And also because, it stops like obey effects, which is, good against Ulix, but I hadn't even thought about that before I put it on the table. And then we both went and got high ground because that was like the obvious first pick for that scheme pool. And then turn 2, we were both going for Ensnare, which I got pretty early. It took me like a couple activations, like get the markers down and do that. Notably, there was one point where I got the 2 markers down, and then she had like a pig eat one. I was like, well, shit, I got to get another marker down. And I went over to a war pig and got the 2 markers down and got engaged with a field reporter. And I was like, wait, shit. Ensnare has to be has to be a unique model. War pig's not going to do it. Shit. Gotta recalibrate here. So I got another model, and I got the marker down near the hog oil. So I was like, good. I got the point. I got the 1 point. That's all that matters. She spent that whole turn 2 in this absolutely insane series of actions trying to get Ensnare on Fiona Gage, and I spent every trick in my book to either eat markers or get Fiona out of that goddamn combat for like 6 activations. It was just constantly marker down, Fiona move, marker down, Fiona move, marker down, marker 8. Just continuous this Benny Hill ass try to get ensnare, and then it was like second or third to last activation. It's like, oh, I'll just put these markers down next to the brutal emissary. I'm just like, shit. And at that point, I was all out of tricks. And let's see, the end of that turn, neither of us had any evidence from recover evidence, which, as per how it's written, we were both tied for recover evidence. We were tied at 0, so we both scored a point. Either way, it's net blank anyway. So you either both score 1 or neither score anything. I don't know how that technically works, but as I read it, we both score a point there because we were tied for 0. And then turn 3, I, like a complete buffoon, fell into the most obvious frame job possible, jumping Fiona in to kill a piglet near a ski marker that I had forgotten that it was there because it was like kind of under the Tog Oil salesman. I was like, I feel like a buffoon. That was like early. That was like the second activation. And then by the end of that, I had managed to finally pick up one of the extra evidences that got dropped by the piglet. Oh, yeah, because turn 2, she had spent like 3 stones trying to summon a piglet, and then was like, oh, wait, piglets still drop evidence when they die. Maybe I wouldn't have spent 3 stones if I'd realized that. I'm like, I'm so sorry. But yeah, so turn 3, I managed to pick up another evidence, and she managed to get the markers needed down for the extra point of have markers down near a piece of terrain for the bonus point. So yeah, we tied on the strat by turn 1 getting the free evidence, turn 2 killing nothing, and then turn 3, oh boy, I finally killed something and scored an evidence, and she scored the bonus point. And then everything else was on schemes. She won that 9-6 pretty handily.
Oh boy.
That was a very amusing game. We were having a lot of fun on that one.
Good.
But yeah, definitely the most like pillow-fisted game, because as I discovered this weekend, Journalist is tanky as hell in 4E. Like,
Neat.
Journalist is hard to put down if you don't have the tools for it.
So it sounds like the pen is mightier than the shield in this case.
Huh.
I know, I feel like it's a lot harder to kill a horse than a spider, so.
That's a reference to the new Nelly art we just saw in the Waldo's Weekly this week.
Yeah.
I think
Where
the
she
trick
has
there, though, is the
Print horse.
Yeah, the print
horse.
horse. I think the trick there, though, is the spider in this case is probably immune to most spiders' classical enemy of rolled up newspaper.
It does help when you just spit them out.
Yeah.
Anyways, we can move on to round 3.
Yeah.
For whoever wants to talk about round 3. We can go back to Romans. I can have a break.
Cool. Sounds
Yeah.
good. So round 3, I had the honor of playing against Anne-Marie, who, by the way, was far too powerful this day because she showed up and played all 3 games in a magnificent Ma Tucket cosplay.
Yep, forgot to mention that.
New
Yeah.
Ma Tucket.
Fully. Yep, yeah, specifically for Ma Tucket.
Yep.
With the brass spoon.
The whatamajigger?
Salt shaker.
Yeah.
Whamajigger, yep.
Whamajiggers, there it is. And on our game for flank boundary dispute, she played Ma 2, which I had not seen yet. And I brought in Yanlo because I figured, you know what, hey, placing more whenever you're kicking the ball sounds good. And it was overall. And I spent most of turn 1 moving everybody up before they activated, and then launching a Zamu into Ma 2's face.
Uh-oh.
Now, anybody who knows how Ma 2 works knows this was a bad idea.
I've seen Shaw do this. This doesn't work.
That said, I got her down to, I think, 3 wounds, and she brought herself down 1 more with one of her triggers on her swingbacks. But all of her swingbacks hit, and that's the fastest I've seen a Zamu go down ever, any edition. Because he went from, I think he'd taken like a pot shot from something else, but he went from almost full to dead real fast.
Yeah, Ma has the tools to deal with the Zamu.
Yeah. And that left me feeling a little pillow-fisted, but I did end up killing her the following turn, but I put enough effort into that. And I was being stupid because I wanted to kill her in a way that Jan could bring a Zamu back because he still has that double stone trigger to do it. And I was like, I bet she's got a stacked hand and I just need to throw like 1 activation of lots of magic gun at her and bring her down, which was a great idea, except that I flipped like shit and I drew a high card of 8. Yeah.
That's not going to do it.
Yeah. And she had a very stacked hand, is what she informed me after the fact. But I did bring her down. I just didn't get a Zamu back out of that exchange. I also learned how damn good Jebediah and his free hats are.
Yeah, Jebediah's
Because
great.
yeah. So she spent turn 1 getting the hats like up onto top of a train car that was like right in the middle of the board. And their activations turn 2 were I blow myself up and make a scheme marker. I blow myself up and make a scheme marker. As those happen, Jeb's close enough, he's going, I spend a soulstone and get a free hat. I spend a soulstone and get a free hat. Which then also go, I blow myself up and get a free scheme marker. And I'm sitting here going, I'm too focused on over here on the left, what am I doing here now that Izamu is gone and I need like stuff kicked over there? Entirely do not have the tools where they need to be to pick up any of those schemes, which she uses along with another one elsewhere for reshape the land, getting all 5 scheme markers across the table half, which was a very inventive way of doing that with hats, and I kind of loved it. I don't remember the other schemes I tried, but I know I only scored breakthrough on that game. And that was, again, Manos is a champ. He got a ball into her deployment zone and stuck back there, and I ended up getting breakthrough eventually, but I should have dropped a couple schemes earlier than I did, or one scheme earlier than I did, and the other one I just didn't score. It was a ridiculously fun game. Felt very, very close, despite the fact that at the end it was 8-4. And both of us had won our first 2 games. So this was top table. And I'm just going to say the fact that I got to top table on a cruise that I'd played a grand total of 5 games with, 3 of which were cutthroat games the day before. Rezzers OP, please nerf. Now, in all seriousness, I did have fun with them. I looked at how to make them. That is entirely a joke, but I wouldn't be me if I didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
We can balance the scales on that because we can jump to my game.
Yeah.
Where I got Sean for round 3. Good old Sean. He was playing Stargazer von Stuck. And I was like, well, this round seems more Nelly One's territory, so we're gonna throw her on the table, see how that works. And it went exceedingly well. I think Sean was also a bit burnt. Like he seemed pretty tired by the end of this whole day. But I just spent most of the game pretty much in control of the boundary markers, the strat markers. Like I had mine across his center line pretty much the whole game, and was able to just like between either my models interacting or having his models kick them back over on his side, just continuously score the strat points on that one. We both went for leave your mark for the first scheme, and I saw him go for it, and I was gonna go for it, and then I waited like an activation too long, and he put Anna Lovelace like dead center of the board, which was where I was going. Anna Lovelace ended up being the real like bane of the difficult issue I had to deal with, because the way her gravity well works now, where she can spend a stone to, if an enemy placed within 6, she can just place them within 6 of her. Ended up, yeah, it's pretty wild, and I had to be very mindful of it, because like one, that was where I was gonna have the undercover reporter jump in and then do leave your mark, and I was like, oh no, I can't do that because she will just put me in literally the worst position of all time. I don't know where that is, but it will be bad wherever he chooses to put her.
She would pull him out of the barrel and bend him over it.
Yeah, and literally all of my unique models were within 6 of Anna Lovelace, where like if I did by your side, he would be getting yoinked. So I had to not walk. I used the bonus, the signature they have, where I can either spend Scandal or remove scheme markers to move. So I had to actually have him move like a savage from the deployment zone. Who does that when you have by your side? That's crazy. But it worked out because I moved him up and then ate all his scheme markers he had down for leave your mark. I didn't get it for turn 1, but I was set up to do it. And then, turn 2, I got the leave your mark points while thoroughly denying, because it turns out when your crew has 4 models that can easily remove scheme markers from range, pretty easy to do. Then turn 3, I make it look like an accident because Anna was still up on that ledge. And I had a moment where I was going to do it with Fiona. I was going to have her, she's got it's not a bring it, but it's, it's a lure adjacent type effect. That's move or be moved is what's called on her for her signature. So I had her do heroic intervention on the valedictorian, which is also in that center bubble. And then I had that moment of wait, if I do heroic intervention, I'm going to place, and Anna Lovelace is going to see that place. And I'm once again left on a model that's going to be in the worst possible position of all time. So I had to like place Fiona where Anna couldn't see me and waste that activation beating on the valedictorian. And then I just had the printing press do the make it look like an accident on Anna. Here you go. Come down off that ruin, please. Take some fall damage and die. There was a brief moment where I thought I was going to kill the valedictorian with a newsie, and I got very excited.
Oh,
It was so close. I almost got her. But she survived that, and then I killed her eventually. But yeah, I ended up winning that one 7-0. And I didn't realize it until we finished the game. I'm like, oh no, this game went that well.
Oh.
Yeah. Which notably snuck me into a sneaky second place,
Yay!
congratulations!
which I was very proud of, mostly because I beat Roman.
And I quote, I beat Roman. I got a frog. And all it took was beating Sean. This is the best day of my life.
I was very excited.
You were very excited. It was adorable.
Ugh.
And you played well, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Oh, so, oh God, what was podium?
Podium was Anne-Marie in first in her Ma cosplay, which
A
was,
cosplayer.
yeah, like honestly, a delight. I pulled second with my, now 6 games of Nelly. And then good old Blake. Blake from the Cutthroat pulled the third, which, unsurprising. Good player.
Yep. And in classic losing at top table fashion, I was fourth.
Good job. Good job,
Yeah.
Roman.
Thank you. I still had a good time, and
We
I was doing this with a faction I don't play.
got big frogs this year.
Yeah, they were cool.
Like 8 inches tall or something. Nate, you got your
Wearing
frog?
top hats.
Oh,
Nate, we can't hear you.
I think
There we go.
I accidentally muted him. It's my fault.
Oh, that's odd. Yeah, no, the frog is upstairs in my game room on my trophy shelf. Notably next to my the one official non-special doubles rush tournament that Weird did that I got first place with Eli in a 4-team tournament. Before it became the special where they actually do the dual box masters. I'm trying to think what else is on that. Oh yeah, my extreme croquet racket. The John Henry iron.
Oh, John Henry.
Oh, going back to Friday, I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe. Well, now it's shy.
Why
Weird.
is this about Friday?
We had a group dinner. That's worth
Yeah.
noting.
Did have a
We
group dinner.
We went to a Buffalo Wild Wings
We did go to a B-dubs.
For
Which is
nostalgia's
where-
sake.
for nostalgia's sake. We all met at a Buffalo Wild Wings.
That is true. That is
Mhm.
at least the 4 of us.
I am
The
not
traditional dinner of the scoundrel.
I'm not partial to Buffalo Wild Wings. It's just where we met. By the way.
I am
And,
partial to B-dubs, but
and
mostly
that's
on
fine.
Thursdays when they have buy one, get one wings.
And
I'll
we knew
eat
they were
that. There's-
open late.
There's decent food there, but it's
Also
not
that.
Also, they were open until 1 a.m., which,
willing to put up with our shit.
Uh-huh.
Although I'm pretty sure they were happy that it was a bunch of fucking nerds. I feel like nerds are pretty chill
right.
in
We're
large
pretty
groups.
chill.
I was gonna say I don't think we're really that disruptive, even though there were 14 of us or something,
Something
getting
like that.
seated.
Yeah.
I think there ended up being 16 of us.
I
There were
think
a
I
lot
was-
of us.
Yeah, because Eli and Mackenzie showed up. So
I think I was the worst person there because I was visibly distraught they didn't have Fat Tire.
on the other hand, the mango cart. I can only so highly recommend the mango cart at the B-dubs.
I'll have to get it.
It's so good.
That and actually that brings up a point. With both days of the event starting later than standard quote unquote Malifaux events, usually starting at 10 or something when a shop opens. We were starting at 10, or excuse me, we're starting at noon that day, and we started at 3 on Friday.
Yeah.
The fact that we did later both days, I thought worked really well, honestly, because that allowed you to have, especially in July St. Louis heat outside, it allowed you to be like, when we're outside, it's dark, and not melting our faces off. But then because we were going in later the following day, we also got to wake up, have a relaxing breakfast, brunch, whatever time, and not be like, oh man, we gotta go.
I understand, Roman, but I wasn't planning on starting the tournament at 6 a.m.
Fair enough.
And I think the biggest issue it presents is travel time, especially for the last day. I think for the first day it's great because then like people can come in theoretically later. But for the Sunday, people are trying to get home, and I get that.
Yeah.
I think we just don't really plan on doing Sunday stuff. I don't think anyone really wants or is craving something super organized on Sunday, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and I think it only matters if we get like so many players that it should theoretically be. And I think a lot of the people that come anyways are more in like, hey, we're just here to, support the thing. So, we're happy to host a casual day on the Sunday for those who do want to stick around.
Yep.
Finished our super cool tournament on Saturday, and then we went to a place with drinks.
We sure did. The Global Brew in O'Fallon, which is the neighboring city where I live.
Yes.
But everyone usually considers them to be basically the same thing.
No, rewind real quick. Victoria, what'd you do during the tournament?
Yes.
I have to sneeze.
Oh, that was aggressive.
I gave it to her.
Yeah, you clearly centered up here. I didn't show up until I think the middle of turn 1. Or close to the end of turn 1, because I had stayed behind with the children and my parents to do a little bit more stuff at the Science Center, which is how we found out that they had live axolotls, which we went and saw, and they were very cute.
Yay!
And then we had lunch, and my parents dropped me off. And we were at like towards the end of round 1, which worked because I had an agreement that I was going to try this 4-player game type that Monica has been working on, and they didn't show up until a little bit after I showed up because, again, previous day, 4 hours of sleep. They wanted to sleep in. Very reasonable.
Yep. Nap at least.
Right. Monica showed up as Sonia Crid again, and Julia was Bellavantine, which, interesting, but okay. And
they both looked great.
They did. They really did. Like, the makeup on Julia's was A+, and like Monica's Sonia cosplay is fantastic.
Looked like a real war criminal. That was fireworks, not gunshots.
Yes, that was in fact fireworks because, it's the day after the 4th of July. So we have a week of fireworks still. Anyway, so we started getting set up, I think, maybe like a half hour before the planned dinner break. I borrowed Monica's Terra crew. Eli joined us.
Yeah.
And they borrowed the Vix. Monica played Sonia. And Julia played Colette.
Gotta have pyrotechnics in your show.
Yeah. We were on the shipboard because we commandeered it. It's like, we want to play on the ship.
I mean, it's the proper thing to do with ships if you want one. Commandeer them.
Yes.
And pulled it out of the river?
If Victoria was going to play this weekend, it had to be on the ship.
Yeah. That's the rules.
Yep.
I am the port authority.
Exactly.
Especially with Monica and Kim both there.
Yep.
Anyways, so we got deployed and then we promptly went to lunch at the Chinese buffet next door.
Yep.
And we
Yep, I was agreeing.
Yeah.
The Chinese buffet.
It was pretty good. I got to regale them with a high school story. Because sharing trauma.
Yay!
Anyway, then we came back and we started our game. Part of it is that as a team, you're working towards the main strat, and then you have your own set of schemes that you're working towards. We only got through a singular turn. Yeah, turn. Everybody got all their activations. But we only did the one turn because with 4 crews, that's a lot of individual activations.
A lot going on. Yeah.
It was very fun though. There wasn't a lot of like combat, right? Because it was first turn, and first turn is a lot of setup. It always is. I spent most of my time with Terra, moving my guys and putting backtrack markers on absolutely everything.
Nice.
And throwing out echo markers. it felt really intuitive, at least knowing what I needed to do with my crew after a certain point, because, when almost everybody has a signature action that you can use to put a backtrack marker on somebody, you should probably be doing that.
Yep.
And the game rules also were pretty intuitive. There were jokes made about how I can't estimate measurements. Somebody asked how tall we would consider the ship. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, that's probably like height 3, right? And they're like, you think that's 3 inches?
Nice.
So we measured it and it is in fact 5.
Nice.
Yeah, that was pretty much Eli's reaction too.
It's a pretty good sized ship.
It is a very it's a ship that is satisfying to most people.
Exactly.
It is a perfectly fine sized ship.
I agree.
It fits into most docks.
Any bigger and it would probably be a little too much.
Bit too much. It's too much ship.
But yeah, so I got ribbed a little bit about not being able to like eyeball measurements.
That's wonderful.
But this is a thing I knew about myself, so it's
And that's okay. It turns out you can pre-measure as much as you want in Malifaux, like a civilized game.
Wonder if there's any games still out there that do non-pre-measurements.
ew.
So
Ew.
barbaric.
That'd be so gross. But yeah, Tara threw out a bunch of backtrack and echo markers. The Vix jumped in and started murdering people right away.
No way.
Hopkins had to jump off the ship because he was getting too hurt.
Oh.
Abandoned ship.
It turns out he's allowed to do.
Yeah, he's got a thing for that.
Yeah, he's got a thing for that. It was very funny, though. So Sonia ordered people around, as she does. The performers were mostly moving
Performed.
into position. A mechanical dove ended up on one of the masts. And I
Just
think
'cause.
positioning,
Oh.
I'm not entirely sure what was going on there, but I'm sure it was important.
A case of it
I
fits
don't know
its
how
it.
a performer runs. Don't ask me.
I walked over during this, and I think I called out to them, like, it's cool that it fits up there. Just know that I was intending on that being blocking. I'm fairly sure Julia said something along the lines of, but it looks cool, so I did it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
But
probably.
fuck you.
yeah.
Yeah, probably. She spent a couple activations trying to make Dorian move. Because boy's got no walk speed whatsoever, which makes
Yeah.
He's
sense.
not getting in a hurry to get anywhere.
He's an interesting piece. I need to see what he does.
Can we get an ult of him and replace him with Dorian from Data Everything? Weird. Please. Please.
Okay, Dorian or Trap Dorian or Back Dorian.
Ooh, back Dorian. Yeah.
Also, Doug, can we add you and your opponent cannot pre-measure to Cutthroat?
Oof.
Oh, God.
Why would you want to
No,
do
no.
that?
Specifically for attacks.
For attacks?
Yeah, you and your opponent cannot pre-measure your attack ranges.
Mm,
You have to declare your attacks, and if you're not in range, it fails.
I don't like that. That's
I hate
gross.
everything about
I know,
that.
it's bastardly.
Do it to yourself, too, feels... Ugh.
Yeah, that doesn't feel like an advantage whatsoever. But anyway,
I don't know if I'm trying to make it an advantage.
it felt fun and snappy, and I felt like I knew what I was supposed to be doing pretty early on.
Nice.
Which I think only says good things about how 4E works as of right now.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Excuse me.
And then, yeah, I think we hung out and did, at Global Brew, we did Bonanza Brawl that evening.
Bonanza Brawl. Going back
Yeah,
to 3rd edition,
Bonanza
because we don't have 4th edition rules yet, or a deck,
Yes,
Currently.
currently.
currently. It had to have been freaking Millennial emo night.
It really was.
Music choices. was
The Global
beautiful.
Brew is pretty rad.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say. It's
I-
pretty
I
nice
don't,
bar.
I don't think a single song passed without at least one person at the table, like, mouthing along, just being like, yeah, I know this in my DNA.
Yeah, yeah.
I spent most of the night failing at things. My biggest achievement, though, however, was our first game where I did not move at all. I didn't move my model. My opponents did not move me. I stayed in the exact same spot I deployed all game. Very proud of that. I had to beg at least one person not to move me, or kill me. I didn't die either. I did nothing.
Literally
me
the
alone.
immovable rock.
That was what you were playing, the Brawler, right? The Catalan Brawler?
Yeah, Catalan Brawl.
I played Bert that round. I didn't
I
do
like-
great, but it was fun.
I played Murder Mommy.
Mm-hmm.
I also think I didn't do that great, but I don't remember what the scores were.
I had
I think it's better than
Manos
me.
that round, and I think round 2
I mean, you
threw
didn't
in
move.
Archie.
Didn't have to. There were people around constantly engaging me, so I kept whiffing.
There's always something to punch at.
I also got the upgrade that let me throw my punches.
That helps.
Mm,
And
Ranged
sadly,
fist.
the second we all agreed, more or less, I strong-armed people into allowing me to count models that had a keyword as friendly, just so that I could allow Victoria to use the gun she had picked up to shoot my opponent because I had hold down, I think.
Yeah.
But the second we all agreed I could do that, I picked up the stupid fucking upgrade from the Yellow Omen that negates my crow triggers.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
God damn it. No, what round one was fun. I think Casey won that.
Yeah, I think he won both rounds. He was playing. What did he play round one?
Casey came to win.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think was that the McTavish round or was McTavish the second round?
McTavish was the first round, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knew the mechanics and he brocked up with models he knew were really, really good at the game.
We've played a good amount of Bonanza Brawl. He knows what he likes.
So second round, I bid farewell to Howard since he was leaving my keyword, and he sucked eggs.
Had difficulty killing a newsie.
Fucking news.
I know that for a
Fucking
fact.
newsie.
Because I picked the newsie.
He took the newsie under his wing as a mentor because the
That's
newsie
true.
also had executioner clause.
Yeah, I played the newsie. Well, I played the newsies specifically. I brought a new one every time one died. I just switched out the model. And the first newsie picked up executioner clause, which was fittingly impressive. That was the me executioner. Because I painted my newsie. Because I painted my newsies as me, Roman, and Eli. So I picked up the executioner clause, and then the second one that came in picked up the Masamune, and I tried to kill whoever Roman was playing, Archie.
Archie.
I was trying to kill Archie with the Masamune. That failed. That newsie got pasted. And then Eli came in, and that newsie had something incredibly less impressive. But I did throw a newspaper.
Percolator.
Eli's newsie. The percolator, the coffee.
Yes.
Yeah, which was very fitting, actually. Yeah. And that newsie threw newspapers at whoever Victoria was playing.
Bella Vance.
Bella. Yeah, you were playing Bella, and I threw newspapers at you.
I played a different murder mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you missed.
Yeah, 3 times.
3 times.
Because the newsie had fast from the percolator. But boy, howdy, did little Eli newsie try. Just watching all these newsies get pasted was hilarious.
I spent most of that game with the red Joker, so Archie was using soul stones, which was funny.
It's pretty good.
And when he died, he's made it his business to go back over and pick it back up for 3 more soul
Yeah,
stones.
his soul stones.
It was good times.
Two mecha chops, that one.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Casey and Amory both played the mech shop. Oh, that was silly.
And that eventually turned into Casey has like 20 points. We should probably deal with
work
that.
on that.
I tried.
Oh.
I
Yeah, it turns
genuinely
out-
tried.
It turns out when like you have 2 models that drop scrap every activation and you have a ride the rails models, they can get pretty mobile if they need to
Yep.
be
Gross.
and get away from most situations. It
That
was
was
quite
fun.
amusing.
It was fun.
Plus we had beers, which also
Yay,
helps.
beer.
Yes.
We
And food.
did.
And food. I had toasted raviolis. They were pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a Still Lewis special.
Uh-huh. We had that, and Nate brought not gooey butter cake, but he had gooey butter
cookies,
which were
and
very
they were
good.
also
Couldn't find it.
delightful. Yeah.
Couldn't find a cake, but the cookies.
The cookies were very good.
My big nuts got wet, so they were kind of ruined. I caught her drinking.
Oh boy.
Listeners, the sound you're not hearing is Victoria victoriously not spewing her drink over her computer.
Yeah, because I need this tea.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I make scotcheroos without any butterscotch because butterscotch is
The devil's candy?
yes, you'll go with that. The devil's candy.
You're wrong,
It's
but that's okay.
It sucks. It sucks.
Butter-
It's so
Butterscotch
awful.
is delightful, and I'll fight you,
All right, Grandma.
but not that hard. I am an
No,
old
you
person.
can't
at heart.
because your fucking bones are brittle because you're
Yeah.
a grandma.
That's true. Yeah, I'm a
Nate's
grandma in my heart.
Nate's got
I'm
the
gonna just- I'm
osteoporosis.
just gonna.
I fucking love butterscotch.
Next time I meet you, I'm just gonna take a fistful of butterscotch disc and wing them at you.
I was raised on butterscotch dilly bars at DQ.
Disgusting.
It's just delightful.
So, anyways, I make scotcheroos without butterscotch. It just involves more peanut butter because peanut butter is by far superior. But I decided, at some point, I can't really call them scotcheroos because the scotch and scotcheroo is not there. I can't really call them oroos either because that's just a stupid name. So, you know what? I have no gods or masters. I can call them whatever the fuck I want. So I just settled on Big Nut Bar, which is like a scotcheroo base, and then like this time it was just a semi-sweet chocolate layer, and then crushed peanuts on top. So we just kept referring to them as Big Nut.
Doug's Big Nut Bar.
Yeah, Big Nut Bar. Doug's Big Nuts.
Yep.
But they got
put
wet.
that in my mouth.
They accidentally got water in them and got soggy and gross.
Rip.
so
I wonder
they-
what happened to the nut bar.
Yeah, they got ruined. It's okay. I'll make more.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, come Sunday we had a group lunch at Papo's
Papo's Pizza.
and then the Romans had to leave because we had to travel to Des Moines. So we had to work the next day and children to raise.
Yes.
A lot of people catching flights and catching rides home. So
Yep.
we ended up going back to the game store and just hanging out for a while. We also did the 4-player scenario. So it was me and Monica versus Blake and Julia.
And me.
With
Not Julia.
Oh yeah, it was you, not Julia. Julia was hanging out, right?
What's
I forgot
throwing
'cause
you off?
were also were playing performer in that game,
Mhm.
which Julia had been playing. So yeah, it was.
Yep.
So it's Frycore versus Frycore and performer versus journalist and cavalier.
Uh-huh.
We
I
did
was-
about a turn and a half of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
a
was
lot of
rejoicing over the
activations.
fact that the event was over. I could no longer have to play Rezzers.
On a technicality.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, we were again. Monica said as much that it's more designed for like, hey, we're all just hanging out doing
Yeah.
essentially like a long game of Malifaux.
Uh-huh.
So I think seen to its completion, it would be like a good like a day's activity essentially, as
Uh-huh.
opposed to like something you're doing like snappy at a game store. I think if you wanted to do a more snappy version, you'd have to cut the crews down to like maybe 30 stones each.
Yeah.
I could see something
think
like
as a-
that.
But as a thing to do, it's pretty fun.
Mhm. It was fun, yeah. I could also see like with more practice with the crews, I could see
Sure.
with everybody having more practice with their crews, I could see that
And
running.
even
a
then,
little
it's
faster.
100 stones on each side. Like
Yeah,
that's
it's
Yeah,
still
it's
never
a
going
lot
to
of
run
stuff.
speedily, but it would run faster than we had it. But it was still really fun.
Yeah.
I was having fun prestoing Monica's new Cavalier models into where all of my performers could beat the crap out of them, and then not flipping well to actually beat the crap out of them. But they were out of position, and that was the important part.
Threatening them.
I was just having PTSD flashbacks because this was the same table I'd played Blake on when the boat disappeared versus Frycore with the journalists. It really felt like the same situation was happening. And there was an amusing situation where he was trying to score, that he was doing frame job, I think, with the tunnel rats. And it was like, well, you don't score that because that's a peon. That camera's the cambot's a peon. You ignore that. So eventually he tricked Monica into attacking him instead. Because I was just gonna throw cameras at him until he got tired of it. Which was fair. Then I spent a lot of time getting up on top of the boat to punch his models around and have Nellie tell people to go away because she's pretty good at that. Specifically Nellie too.
I Black Jokered the one flip that would have gotten my duet from deployment over to almost the opposite deployment and up on a building.
Oh god.
God.
What?
And then I spent the drive home figuring out how I could score breakthrough with 2 activations.
Oh, good lord! No, what? Explain yourself. Like we're kind of done. Explain yourself before we end this.
So this is with star of the show Colette. She
Okay.
can draw range. I'd kind of been shorthanding her in my head as smuggler Colette now, as far as she can draw range and line of sight through the birds and the decoys. Except this one, that's an ability that says you draw a range and line of sight from all actions through them. So she's never going to just walk if you're playing her well. She's going to be charging and
Oh,
going,
yeah.
well, I have that bird within 8 of me, and you're within 3 of the bird for my 3-inch melee. You get hit, I charge. That has nothing to do with how you do this other than it's a nice little bonus. But if you have an unactivated minion, preferably a showgirl because they can go real fast. But if you have Colette and that minion and one dove near the center line, so having walked once, Colette can walk or charge up. From the dove, presto, changeo the showgirl to 2 inches in front of the dove, now on or over the center line. Then she signature actions to throw a decoy marker another 8 inches up, which she can then presto the showgirl from again. And bonus points, if you're getting the trigger that you want on presto changeo, the target of it is dropping a scheme marker in base contact with them both times. So
Why my eyes glaze over whenever a performer happens. This is why I go across. You complain about Somer. You complain about fucking Big Hat. This is the fucking shit the performer does. Fuck you. Absolutely swallow my penis.
Wednesday, really?
Oh man.
She is offended by that statement. Okay, I think that's a good way to end this.
Yeah, we're almost at 2 hours. We were like, oh, this is going to be short. We're probably going to need
nice,
more.
Quick,
2
quickie
hours
little
later.
We don't know how to have a quick chat.
What's a quick chat?
I don't know.
It's the conversation between people that are not friends. Yeah, no, great
True.
recap, guys. We're going to get back into the swing of doing a podcasting now that we're not organizing this event. That's kind of what held us up, and I'll start making more Artifactors Union stuff too, even though I don't really have much left to do. I've got like 5 boxes.
Well, Gen
Send
Con's
things
coming
to
up,
Jug.
so
Yeah.
Well,
Also
hopefully,
that.
Gen Con sale
Also-
is coming up, and people can send you more stuff.
well, yeah, I figured I'd probably be picking up stuff from Gen Con. Also, possibly, maybe, I did ask Weird if they would be willing to like just start sending me the new stuff. So if you think that should happen, maybe you contact them and be like, hey,
pretty rad.
send that to Artifactors Union, and then people that you have an official outlet, and people can shut the fuck up about the assembly things or something. I
They
don't know.
won't.
I think
They won't.
it would be useful, I think, to Weird, but
Yeah.
I can't force their hand. Anyways, thank you for joining me and doing this lovely recap and fighting cancer, Roman.
Yeah. Punch cancer. Fuck it.
And Nate.
Yay!
And Victoria.
Whoa.
And Doug. Yay. We
Okay,
love Doug
so
most of all.
Instead of
You love Doug most of
the
all.
Galucia dramatic reading of the smut that I'm definitely going to have to write next year,
Yeah.
ASMR.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, yeah.
For me?
Yeah, you.
Okay. Sure, fine. I'll do it.
We should get him set up with like a double microphone setup so you can get the
The ear mic.
yeah, the ear mic, yeah.
It's not going to go well. It's not going to go at all.
We're in our ears.
And accidentally
Slutty
knock it
little
over
shorts.
and just leave it in. Is that a typo?
boy.
Is that a type?
Just how it is.
What's a clatters? Anyways, thank you for joining us, listener, and thank you for donating if you did. Join us next year for Good Things Happen. I'll probably still be in St. Louis. But I've been your host of the Scoundrels, and we've been the Steam Power Scoundrels, and as we always say, fun is always king. Have a good night. Love you.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Songs used in this production are Villainous Treachery and 5-Card Shuffle. All music is created by Kevin MacLeod and is licensed under Creative Commons.